Hey everyone, Colten Roderigue here from Elefante RevOps. If you ever wondered why some companies scale effortlessly while others stall, the answer often comes down to one thing: how they go to market. Today, we're diving into the top GTM motions for 2025, what they are, how to align them with your business goals, and how to measure what's really working. So, if you're building your revenue engine, scaling your GTM team, or just trying to figure out which levers to pull this quarter, this one's for you. So stick around. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a GTM motion? Your GTM motion is simply how you take your product to market. It's a set of repeatable actions your team takes to connect your product with customers. Marketing, sales, partnerships, community, all working together to generate revenue. But here's the nuance. No single GTM motion works for everyone. You've got to choose the motion or the mix that matches your product, your audience, and your growth stage. And when you get that alignment right, that's when growth starts to feel inevitable. A GTM motion is more than just tactics. It's how your entire organization aligns around growth. If marketing is running inbound campaigns, sales is doing cold outbound, and product is pushing self-serve onboarding, but no one agrees on who the ideal customer actually is, you'll leak revenue everywhere. That's why before you even choose a GTM motion, step one is alignment, and it starts with these three things. First, define your ideal customer profile, or ICP. Your ICP is a blueprint of your best customer. It's not just mid-market SaaS or tech companies, it's who they are, industry, size, geography, what problem they're trying to solve, how they buy, and what triggers they need for your product. When you get this level of clarity, every decision from ad targeting to product roadmap gets sharper. Second, map their buying journey. Too many teams focus on the funnel. They want customers to follow, not the journey buyers actually take. So, map it out. What's the first of awareness? What information do they need to evaluate your product? What objections show up before they buy? When you understand those steps, you can align content, demos, and outreach to meet buyers where they actually are, not where you hope they will be. Third, make sure every function speaks to the same language. This is where alignment lives or dies. Sales, marketing, product, and customer success should all define leads, stages, and success metrics the same way. Marketing is talking about MQLs, sales is tracking SQLs, and product is counting active users. You're not looking at the one funnel, you're looking at three. The best GTM organizations build one shared model, one funnel, one language, one set of KPIs. That's when handoffs get clean, data gets trustworthy, and revenue starts compounding. In 2025, 6 GTM motions dominate the landscape: inbound-led, outbound-led, partner-led, community-led, product-led growth, and event-led. Let's break each one down, how it works, when to use it, and what to watch out for. Inbound-led motion. Inbound-led GTM is all about attraction. You create content, thought leadership, and helpful resources so that when people have a problem, your brand is already the answer. Think SEO, blogs, YouTube, webinars, lead nurturing, the long game. Inbound works beautifully when your buyers are actively searching for solutions. It builds trust and scales efficiently, but it takes time and consistency. The trick: combine inbound with account-based marketing so your content feeds the pipeline, not just traffic. Outbound-led motion. Outbound is the proactive side. Think cold calls, cold emails, targeted ads, direct outreach. It's fast, measurable, and puts your reps in control of pipeline creation. But outbound in 2025 isn't spray and pray, it's precision outreach. The best teams use data enrichment, intent signals, and buying committee insights to focus on 10% of the accounts most likely to buy. Outbound gives you control, but you've got to balance it with inbound to avoid burning your audience. Partner-led motion. This one's about scale through offers. Partner-led GTM means working with resellers, agencies, affiliates, or tech partners to expand your reach. HubSpot is a perfect example. Nearly 40% of their revenue comes from partners. Why does it work? Because trust travels faster through relationships. When you align your partners with your messaging and incentives, you effectively multiply your sales force without multiplying headcount. Community-led motion. Community-led growth is one of the most powerful and most misunderstood GTM motions right now. It's not just about launching a Slack group or collecting followers on LinkedIn. It's about building a movement, a space where your users, partners, and advocates genuinely want to connect, learn, and help each other win. When done right, your community becomes your most authentic marketing channel. People don't just hear your story, they live it and share it. And one of the best examples of this motion, Notion, didn't start with massive ad budgets or outbound campaigns. Instead, they empowered their most passionate users through the Notion Ambassador program. They invited creators, educators, and early power users to host local meetups, share templates, create tutorials, and even run workshops, all powered by a product they already loved. Here's the genius. Instead of treating users like an audience, Notion treated them like partners in growth. They offered early access to new features, recognition inside the community, and creative freedom to teach others. That grassroots energy turned fans into educators and educators into advocates. It wasn't top-down marketing. It was peer-to-peer trust at scale. The result, global adoption. Notion grew from a niche productivity tool into a cultural phenomenon, all fueled by people who felt ownership in its story. So if you're building your GTM motion, ask yourself, how can we turn our users into contributors? Because when your community feels seen, trusted, and empowered, your growth compounds far beyond what any campaign could buy. PLG, or product-led growth, is where the product sells itself. Think Slack, Datadog, Twilio. You give users a self-serve experience, a free trial, a freemium plan, and let value drive conversion. The beauty of PLG is scale. Once it's working, every new user is both a customer and a lead. The key metric here, product qualified leads, PQLs, users who hit certain engagement milestones that indicate buying intent. If your product delivers value fast, PLG can accelerate revenue faster than any other motion. Finally, event-led GTM. Even in the age of AI, nothing replaces human connection. In-person and virtual events, summits, webinars, meetups still rank among the highest converting GTM channels. They're great for creating demand and building thought leadership. Just remember, measure ROI not just leads, but in relationships and pipeline influence. Now, here's where it all comes together, your GTM mix. The best companies don't just pick one motion, they build a hybrid engine. Inbound feeds awareness, outbound drives pipeline, partners and community extend reach, PLG fuels conversion, events deepen relationships. Your job is to find the right balance for your business model and market. Use data, CAC, LTV, conversion rates to understand which motions are driving real revenue, not just activity. So here's the takeaway. There's no universal GTM playbook, but there is a universal truth. Alignment wins. Align your GTM motions with your product, your customer, and your culture. Adopt a hybrid strategy that evolves with your market. And track the right metrics so you can double down on what works. If you do that, your GTM motions stop being just go-to-market tactics. They become your growth engine. I'll drop a link in the description to follow the article below if you want to go deeper on the frameworks and examples. And if you're serious about designing a unified RevOps system that actually connects your GTM motions, make sure you're subscribed. I'm Colten Roderigue, keep doing it big, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.